welcome to VOP Business Show. I'm Kayla Abraham. The Chief Executive Officer of Ibadan Electricity Distribution Company, Kingsley Achife, disclosed that the residential consumers in Ogun State owe the company over 67 billion naira. Achife urged members of the public never to cover staff of the company indulging in unwholesome practices, as about 10 of such errand staff had been sacked in the last 5 months. He disclosed this at a community engagement held at the IBEDC head office, Leme Abeokuta, for its customers under Abeokuta Metropolis and Shagamu. Achife, who was represented by the lead media relations officer, IBEDC Ibadan, Busolami Tunwashe, stated that consumers should pay their debts to avoid disconnections. He noted that the company called for the engagement with the customers to seek better working relationships and to particularly appeal to them to help in paying their debt, which was now becoming a source of concern to the company. The federal government revealed on Tuesday that over 100 mini electricity grids are currently in operation across the country, making Nigeria one of the largest mini grid markets in Africa. It disclosed this through the Rural Electrification Agency, a federal government organization, during the signing of a memorandum of understanding between the Rural Electrification Agency and the African Mini Grid Developers Association in Abuja. Partners in the deal signed the Memorandum of Understanding to further promote and accelerate mini-grid development in Nigeria with focus on knowledge sharing, capacity building, better coordination of the sector, among other initiatives. He, however, stated that due to the energy access gap across the country, there was still a significant need for more decentralized energy intervention to bridge the energy deficit and catalyze socio-economic growth, particularly in rural underserved communities. Salihi Joe stated that the REA had over the years expanded its partnership portfolio while collaborating with stakeholders across the off-grid energy value chain. He noted that with the pivotal role and sustained impact of AMGA in Africa's renewable energy space, the Rural Electrification Agency and African Mini Grid Developers Association partnership was a significant step forward for the mini grid sector in Nigeria. Now, the federal government will begin quarterly assessment of the performance of the 48 ministers in January, when their ministries will have received the budget for the 2024 fiscal year. The special advisor to the president in policy coordination, Hadiza Osman, explained that the annual scorecard will be reviewed during periodic retreats, where performances will be assessed against key performance indicators. Before that, however, the presidential aide stated that the Federal Executive Council members would participate in a retreat in early November where the key performance index will be defined and the ministers will sign a performance bond. The bond will detail the deliverables each ministry plans to achieve within the one-year 2024 budget cycle. She noted that the federal government will prioritize citizens' engagements to ensure that Nigerians were part of the assessment. Although she did not state in specific terms what the deliverables for each ministry would be, the former Nigerian Ports Authority Managing Director affirmed that the deliverables must align with 2024 budgetary provisions. The presidential aide added that her office had commenced talks with each ministry to iron out the specifics. Now, the federal government, through the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, has said electricity demand will grow to 45,662 megawatts by 2030. This was contained in the 2022 Market Competition Report by the Commission on Tuesday. According to the report, the current generation capacity was lower than what was required to meet the estimated load demand of 17,556 megawatts as of 2020, and that demand is expected to grow to 45,662 megawatts by 2030. However, it was gathered that 28 generation companies made of both private and government-owned firms had not been able to generate more than a daily average 4,059 megawatts as of December 2022. The NERC blamed the low performances of the plants on deterioration poor maintenance due to liquidity and access to foreign exchange and non-binding contracts, and delayed payment and introduction of stringent regulatory measures against wrong declaration. The Commission further stated that notwithstanding the progress in power generation, the industry constraint relating to inadequate gas supply, transmission constraint, limited distribution network, and commercial viability of DISCO's operation still pose major technical and operational challenges to the industry. An effort to meet the increased generation, NERC said it had in 2022 commenced the process for the phased activation of additional generation capacities in executed power purchase agreements, thereby providing certainty to the projected volume of energy expected of each GenCo. Now, the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria MAN on Tuesday called on the government to take immediate action to ensure the effective implementation, monitoring and evaluation of adherence to government initiatives. This is aimed at promoting the patronage of made in Nigeria product among its ministries, departments and agencies, MDAs. MAN President Otumba Francis Mashoye made the call at the opening ceremony of the Made in Nigeria exhibition, which kicked off in Lagos on Tuesday. The expo was part of activities lined up for the 51st annual general meeting of MAN, and its primary purpose was to showcase the strength of manufacturing in Nigeria and canvass for the patronage of Nigerian products. Mashoye said the effective implementation, monitoring and evaluation of adherence initiatives aimed at promoting the patronage of made in Nigerian products should also be cascaded to subnationals, including state and local government. He stated that MAN acknowledges the contribution of some government policies aimed at improving local content development and patronage. He, however, disclosed that MAN expects that the policy direction of the administration would focus on deepening domestic production and patronage of made in Nigeria products. The MAN president therefore urged all manufacturers to continue to innovate and upgrade their manufacturing processes and product standards to foster increased competitiveness. Now, the exchange rate between the Naira and the US dollar, according to the data released on the FMDQ Security Exchange, the official forex trading portal, showed that the Naira opened at 758.50 per dollar on Tuesday and closed at 848.12 per dollar that same day. However, the Naira is trading as high as 1,045 Naira per dollar at the black market, even though the Central Bank of Nigeria announced the unification of all segments of the foreign exchange market. And that is all on VOP Business Show and VOP TV. We would like you to subscribe and engage us on YouTube. It is Voice of the People TV, and on other social media channels at VOP TV Live. I'm Kayla Abraham. Thanks for watching.